Hodock leading the team here in the second half as the free throw does not go, and it'll be Gate City basketball out of bounds. In the fourth quarter, Matt Hodock has posted 6 points to lead the Blue Tornadoes, and Gate City with 1:56 left. Ball is stolen away by Hodock. Porter trapped in the lane, looking for help. Breeding's jumper is no good, and a foul whistled on one of the Blue Devils. Number 22, John St. Martin, called for the foul, and a timeout by Gate City. St. Martin with his second personal foul. It's still an 8-point lead, but at the free throw line when we come back to action, it'll be probably Brandon Breeding shooting 2 shots. 52-44, 1:49 left to play here in the fourth quarter. It's been a great intensity-filled ball game. Gate City trying to avenge an earlier season loss to these very same Blue Tornadoes. If I'm not mistaken, Gate City played that first ball game without the services of Jason Howell. So the presence of Howell making a big difference here in the second meeting of the two schools. The JV team was successful last night. They're now 1-0 in the Highlands District, and they went up to Ben-Hur, Virginia, and defeated the Lee County High School Generals. So they stand 1-0 in the Highlands District on this young season, having a very, very good JV campaign as a whole. Robbie Owens back in for the final 1:49, replacing Danny Clendenin, who leaves the ball game with an excellent fourth quarter. Clendenin with 7 fourth quarter points, really getting the points when Gate City needed them most. Breeding's first free throw bouncing around and in. Got a kind bounce from the back of the rim. Breeding scoring his first point of the night. It's down to a 7-point lead for Gate City. Second free throw up too hard, and it's Will Gardner coming out of the pack with the rebound. Clock ticking away at 1:47. Vermillion handing off to Jason Howell. Gate City with a very good free throw shooting team in there right now. Give and go as the pass is tipped away. Allsbrook came up with it. Nice defense. And Richlands only down by 7 points with 1:30 left to play. Porter. Oliver thought about the three. Instead will drive. Pulls up from 16. Jumper is good for Manny Oliver coming to life. He now has 24 points in the ball game. 5-point lead for Gate City. Gardner throws the basketball away. Richlands with a good run here in the fourth quarter. Oliver from 3. Shot is up. It's good. Manny Oliver with 5 quick points, and the lead is down to 2. Gardner calls timeout. Nobody came to help him, and Richlands roaring back to life here in the fourth quarter. And Gate City desperately needed that timeout. With 1 minute left to play, it's down to a 2-point lead. Just moments ago, Gate City was out in front by 9, but Richlands with some savvy full-court pressure defense and some timely shooting by Manny Oliver has cut the Blue Devil lead to 2. Oliver had been held to scoreless until just moments ago. He now, in the ball game, has 27 points. As you get another great shot there of the JV cheerleaders. Coach Dwight Lane with some words of encouragement to his team. With about a minute left, the Richlands team will probably not come out and start fouling as of yet. With this good pressure defense, look for them to come out and again turn the heat on the Blue Devil backcourt. Will Gardner inbounding. Again, the starting 5 in there for Gate City. Gardner into St. Martin, Howell, Vermillion, and Robbie Owens. That's the 5 we've got. St. Martin looking up court, and he is going to have to hurry to get it across the timeline. Did not get it. 10 seconds whistled on Gate City. They could not beat the 10-second count, and Richlands with a chance to tie with 49 seconds left, and perhaps even take the lead. What a ball game this has been. Back and forth. Oliver, jumper from 16. It's up. No good. Allsbrook came down with it. Jump ball. No. Instead, let's see. 3 seconds whistled on one of the Blue Tornadoes, and the call goes on number 12, Manny Oliver. Gate City with a reprieve. 39 seconds left. Howell up to St. Martin, looking for help. Gets it to Jason Howell, crossing the half-court stripe, looking for help. Has it knocked away. Oliver, that's Hodock coming up with it, but there's a whistle in the backcourt. No basket, no basket. There was a whistle in the backcourt. Hodak was fouled in the backcourt. No basket. Foul was on number 10, Jason Howell. Will Gardner coming out of the basketball game now, putting Clendenin in. Clendenin perhaps with some better dribbling skills. And Hodak at the line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1 with a chance to tie the ball game. First free throw is up and good by Matt Hodak. Hodak with 7 fourth-quarter points. Richlands trailing by 1. And here's the second half of the 1-and-1. This is to tie the ball game with 28 seconds left. In and out. Rebound coming down to Robbie Owens of Gate City. 1 point Blue Devil lead. 25 seconds left. St. Martin has it, and he is hammered from behind as Brandon Breeding pushes John St. Martin, and it'll put John at the line, shooting a crucial 1-and-1. 4 fouls on Brandon Breeding. 52-51, the score in favor of Gate City in a high emotion filled fourth quarter. Timeout called by the Richlands team trying to ice St. Martin. John will have a 1-and-1 when he comes back. Great comeback by the Blue Tornadoes, but some good poise being shown here in the latter stages by the Blue Devils. 21 seconds left to play in the ball game. Gate City went down to the wire with Lee County last night, and it looks like the same is going to be true here with the Blue Tornadoes tonight. 52-51, once again the score. 21 seconds left to play here in the final period of action at the Blue Tornadoes home court. Coach Dwight Lane giving his team some instruction. Big pair of free throws here. It'll be a 1-and-1 situation for John St. Martin. St. Martin taking his place at the free throw line. Should John hit both of these, Richlands would pretty much have to hit a three-pointer or try to go for a two-pointer and then foul as soon as Gate City inbounded. Big free throw right here. St. Martin, the first one is up. It's in and out. Richlands, Allsbrook has the basketball. Blue Tornadoes with a chance to win the ball game. Breeding will take it himself, driving, dishing off to Hodak. His jumper, no good. Rebound to Clendenin of Gate City, and a foul on Brandon Breeding, and that will probably be all for Breeding. Hodak may have rushed the shot just a tad. And that is it for Brandon Breeding, who fouls out of the ball game with 1 point. And at the free throw line, it is Danny Clendenin. Once again, Clendenin can ice the ball game just about. He can at least force only a tie. If he hits both of these free throws, it'll be a 3-point lead for Gate City. Richlands would have to go for the three-pointer and choose to tie. Richlands may be out of timeouts. I believe if they were not out of timeouts, they would indeed call one right here into the ball game, because Sean Compton replacing Breeding. And Danny Clendenin, a 1-and-1, big free throw. Shot is up, and it's good. Great poise by Clendenin. Danny Clendenin having a tremendous ball game. Timeout by Richlands. They used what I believe is their last timeout. But Danny Clendenin coming on with 8 points here in the final period of play. He has 12 on the night, and he really has to be given a good pat on the back. Great ball game as he has pulled the Devils through here in the final period. The score is now 53-51 in favor of Gate City. 10 seconds left here in the ball game. Clendenin will have one free throw when he comes back after the timeout. A reminder to stay tuned for the varsity contest, which will follow this one. Should be another high-intensity game. Gate City took the opening matchup between the two varsity squads back at Gate City, so Richlands seeking to avenge that earlier loss here on their own home turf. And the teams break the huddle with 10 seconds left. 53-51 the score. good contingency of fans have made the trip up for Gate City tonight. About an hour and a 15-minute trip. And Clendenin with another big free throw right here. Shot is up. It's good. Danny Clendenin hits the free throw. Nathan Osborne comes in, and a timeout called by Gate City. So the Gate City squad under head coach Dwight Lane will set up their defense right now. The most Richlands can do is tie the ball game on a three-pointer. Gate City will absolutely not want to foul on this situation. It's been a great ball game thus far. Both teams had the lead here in the final stages of the contest. Gate City roared out to a big one, and then Richlands cut it down to a one-point ball game. Gate City showing some tremendous poise, hitting some timely foul shots, and they have boosted it back up to 3. Great crowd for Richlands tonight, filling about half of their bleachers along the far side. And for Gate City, crowd filling a good quarter of the bleachers, which is surprisingly good considering the long distance the trip requires. All right, back to action. 10 seconds left for Richlands to get the basketball in. They trail by 3. Full court press on by Gate City. It's Jeff Porter. Throws the basketball away. He tried to hit Manny Oliver coming up along his left, and Oliver sped right by him before Oliver could put the brakes on. The basketball was out of bounds. Timeout by Richlands with 6 seconds left, and it's still a 3-point ball game in the favor of Gate City. And surely this has to be the last time out for Richlands. They've spent what seems to be about 20 or 25 so far here in the ball game. And with 6 seconds left, you can be sure Richlands will be fouling whoever catches the basketball on the inbounds pass. And that'll be sending that player to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Who do you want to foul if you're Richlands? Well, all of these shooters for Gate City, very good free throw shooters. So it's really hard to pick out one of the weaker ones. Teams are just about set to break the huddle. Gate City out on the court, and Richlands will be returning shortly. Once again, here's the scenario. 3-point lead for Gate City, 54-51. 6 seconds left to play in the ball game. Robbie Owens doing the inbounding for Gate City. Good defense by Richlands. Gets it into Clendenin. Clendenin driving. Nobody fouling him yet. And the clock will expire. Owens to Clendenin. And that'll be it. Gate City has won the basketball game. Richlands could not foul anybody in the final 6 seconds. And the Blue Devils pulled the game out by a score of 54-51. Leading the way for Gate City. Several players with an outstanding night. Great fourth quarter by Danny Clendenin. And Gate City claims their second victory of the year, or check that, they claim a revenge victory over Richlands by a score of 54-51. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment for the varsity matchup between Richlands and Gate City.